The Lancashire Wildlife Trust is keen that we provide opportunities for all. Therefore, anything that we develop at the site had to bear that in mind. So volunteering on this site, we have a whole host of things. Conservation. So a lot of our pathways around the reserve itself are wheelchair accessible. We've thought about how the volunteers will access the mess room, where they can get the cup of tea, that sort of thing. So it's right the way through. All the thresholds of all the doors on site are level with the normal ground. There's no bumps, there's no steps. So again, wheelchairs can be brought in and out of the buildings as easily as possible.
Having free access everywhere is one of the main things we look for, because they'll go to a lot of country parks and there's only a very small area there they can actually go in, and all the rest are excluded from. But here's Bill, let's say we've already been for a walk.
It's a way of embedding it within the trust. Rather than dealing with it as a separate issue, it's embedded in everything we do. It's not an additional thought, it's there from the beginning. And I think, you know, a lot of the money is spent on making sure that that's part of the thought process of all our project officers and all our projects.
We do want to open up volunteering down here to everybody if we possibly can. Of any disabilities, if we can accommodate them, we will do, and I think you've met some of them today.
Because I mean, there's not a lot for disabilities volunteering wise out there. It's quite hard to find somewhere that will take them, and somewhere like this would be great because it's easy access. You're just off the motorway, so pretty much everyone can get here. And like I say, then when you get here, all the facilities are adapted as well, so it's a really good place for them to be able to come and volunteer.
Because I like being outside and I like doing something constructive.
Sorting out the wobbly stakes and fixing them firmly in the ground.
We're members of the Wildlife Trust and we have been for ages, but when we were working we never had any time to do anything, so when I finished work I thought it was time to get involved, and this new project seemed really worthwhile.
So I wanted to show people that people with disability can come here and they can show people on the outside world that we can come here and people who can work and volunteer.
You get a sense of purpose through volunteering. I don't think it matters whether you're disabled or able-bodied, just to come out here, whether it's working with the conservation volunteers or in the shop, I think you can feel included in some ways in a kind of a volunteering family, and you can meet new friends. It becomes a whole new social life for people.
Well, I enjoy it. I have a great day out. It's a laugh, but we're doing something really interesting and great for the Wildlife Trust.
They may start off thinking, oh, I fancy doing a bit of conservation work, I like dragonflies, I'll find this site, but before they know it they've met 10 new people who they know.
We try and make it relevant to everybody who comes down here to make sure that they do get what they're looking for. And it can be, you know, just that pleasure of being outside, but it can also be building CVs. It can be help with health issues. You know, we're starting to look at getting referrals from GPs for people who need to build up fitness levels, getting involved in the practical conservation side.
I do know that quite a few of the volunteers down here do socialise outside of Brockholes now.
And it can give them the opportunity to meet volunteers like myself and Steve and other people who you probably wouldn't meet in life, and other stuff, and they're all great. It's like a happy family, so you're made welcome here and it's great.